Blog Talk Radio.
Hi, and welcome to the Diva of Days of Our Lives. Tonight we'll be talking about the last couple weeks of the show. But before we do, I want you to check out our blog on divaofdool.com. You can also check out all our interviews here and all our shows on Blogtalk Radio. You can find us on Twitter at Diva of DOOL. We're also on Facebook at Diva of Days of Our Lives. And you can also find us on iTunes. And I have Jen here with me tonight. Hi, Jen.
Hey.
Hi. Where can we find you on Twitter?
REXJDK.
Okay. And it looks like we have Anna. Hi, Anna.
Hey there. Right in under
hey.
the Woo.
You just made it, yes.
Let's see, where can you find me right now? In a chair, about to fall asleep.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Did you set your alarm? No.
You can find me. No, because we just finished dinner. So,
otherwise
I would have, because I have random naps at times. But anyway, let's see. I'm at Kazi Hooch on Twitter. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, good old Kazi Hooch, yeah. And I'm Marianne, and I'm at Mama_Hooch, and the Diva Carrie's not here tonight, and you'll find her at Diva of DOOL. Also check out at Lauren Coslow, and at Teo Penglis, and at Kill Trip USA, who is Ian Buchanan, and also at Bob Hapka and at Amy Hapka, and they're also on Facebook. So I guess we haven't been here. We weren't here last week. We had things going on, I guess, family things and things busy, but we made it this week. So usually I can remember like the last, what I just saw this week. Don't even know what happened last week. So, but it all kind of runs together anyway. So I guess we can start with, what do we start with? The election? What did everybody think about that?
Let me start with a confession. I got so bored with this story that I have not watched it in 3 weeks. So I've got to catch up.
In 3 weeks, okay.
Eventually I'll catch up. But I was watching it almost every night there for a while because it was getting so good. And then it's like, I don't know. I'm just nothing against the girl, Haley, nothing against that. But I cannot stand the storyline. So anyway, and plus Kate's never on anymore, so that's another. Yeah. So I will.
We did get a little bit of Kate.
Yeah, we got some Kate.
Okay, we did get a little Kate. Well, maybe we'll start with a little bit with what we saw Kate. Yeah, we'll tell you what was been happening, and you can let us know what you think. So we could do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, Kate was on, and I remember the one thing she was on, and maybe Jen will remember something else. I know she came to Victor with a proposal to take her back at Titan.
Yeah.
And Victor's like, "What are you nuts?"
Yeah, you're nuts. And we had their little back and forth. And she didn't really convince him yet. I don't think, right?
No.
Victor Kate scenes are always awesome. The barbs are great.
Yeah. Yeah. And did we see her again? In terms of did she? Where was that? Was it with Will or?
Roman went to see Will.
Yes. Okay. And now we got some Cayman. Her and Will's in the hospital because he's been. Yeah. Will had a headache. Remember, Leo put this curse on him. Right after he put this curse on him, he had this headache and he passed out. So now they're having tests. And now there are spoilers. Yeah.
Kidding.
Well, there are. Yeah. You didn't see that. You didn't. You didn't see that part either.
I'm playing the role of contrarian fan right now.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, and there are
watching. No, I'm kidding. I'm just
yeah.
kidding.
So there are spoilers out there that say he has a brain tumor. So I don't know. Did you hear that, Jen?
I heard he had cancer.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess or a tumor. I guess I heard brain cancer or something. But anyway.
Kate went to check on him in the hospital.
Yeah, with Roman.
Yeah, her and Roman. And of course, Rex is the doctor. You know, Rex was in there. Rex is the doctor. Of course, that's their son.
I mean, of all the people, let's be honest, folks. Would we trust him with anything, even like a stitch? I wouldn't even let him stitch up a family member.
Him or Sarah, because both of them are like, they're so immature and. It's such a mess. And you know what? Guess what, Anna? That mess is still going on. If you haven't seen it in a few weeks,
that's the mess it's between the Haley storyline, which I liked at first, but it just nosedived for me, and then between that and the Sarah and Rex crap, I'll go back and watch it, but I'm going to fast forward through a lot of it, I have a feeling. But, I hate to say this because I was seriously, for the first time in a long time, I was watching nightly because I could hardly wait to see how, things were going to transpire. And then it was like, all of a sudden, I'm just like, I can't stand any of these people. It's like, nobody's rootable. They're all stupid. And I'm just like, what in the world has happened to the show, So that's my, I feel like I'm kind of almost in the elephant zone. And I love elephants personally, I do, as animals. But as members of our kingdom of, mammals and everything else. Yeah. But the storyline with the elephant, The Last of Us, I'm feeling like I'm getting close to that. So anyway, I'm sorry to dominate with my negativity. I'll let you guys talk.
Okay. Well, we're talking about stupid and characters are changing. And I loved Brady, but I can't stand him now. They have made him such an ass.
Yeah.
Such a jerk.
Well,
yes,
like
because
Sarah,
it started out.
Which is unusual. There are very few people that I like when they first come on, like we said before, and I liked her at first. Now she's such a twit, I can't stand her.
Yeah.
Right.
But you know what,
even
Anna?
Eric's getting on my nerves.
But you know what was really weird? Somebody actually called Brady out on his crap.
Oh, that's
good.
And
she went and she told Rex herself.
Okay.
Right. See, Brady was blackmailing. Brady was
Eric.
Blackmailing Eric, saying because he wants Chloe away from Stefan, so he wants Eric to help him do that. Well, Eric won't do it because here's the thing: Eric gave up. Eric wanted that baby, and do you remember Brady and Chloe? Brady was against him having the baby. Yeah, he wanted. Now he wants her to, try to get Holly away from them. So. Anyway, Eric said no, he wasn't going to do it. So, Sarah said to him, okay, well, she went out and told Rex anyway, so he wouldn't have to worry about that. So, Brady's just being an ass, really. I understand. So, and that whole storyline is like, and then, so Rex finds out about the kiss, and they have this big, long talk, and they get back together again, and then he proposes, and Sarah accepts. And then she goes and tells Maggie, and then now I can't remember, maybe Jen remembers some of the lines that Victor said, but there were some good Victor lines to Sarah.
Oh, yeah.
You remember? Go ahead.
I had Henderson burn the sheets that you used with Xander. And
okay.
Ew.
What's that? Yeah.
So Victor knew about Xander. Oh my goodness.
Yes, and she said, "How did you know that?" He says, "I know everything that goes on in this house." Yeah, I do remember him saying that. Yes. So so he had some good lines, and then Maggie gives it right back to him though too. So it's those two are funny. So and Maggie was saying some things to him too, like he better watch out, So and then she goes to Rex. Yeah, that part's worth watching when
Victor.
with Victor, Maggie, and Sarah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, in the scenes with Kate and any scene with Victor, because he just, he gets on everybody.
But
so.
I mean, seriously though, don't y'all? And I think we've said this before. Don't you feel like that little weird triangle with Eric and Brady and Eric and Rex and Ciera? Aren't they behaving like 13-year-olds or 14-year-olds? I mean,
yes,
were they all
from the beginning,
stunted?
and they still are.
I mean, it drives me nuts.
And these two are like supposed to be these great doctors. They're doctors, and they're acting like they're like
she's
in
making me feel. You know
school.
what? She's making me feel like Maggie put some money down for her to get her degree, just like Lori Laughlin and Felicity Huffman. I mean, like, did she get on the crew team or something to get into med school? I mean, like, seriously? I don't even know how she. I mean, some people can be like that. They can be real ditzes in real life, and in their personal life, and really competent. But I'd be like, no, I'm not sending my child into this lady.
And I still want Eric to get rid of that couch.
Oh my gosh, it's atrocious. Well, you know what it is? It's the same one they had in there when Will and what's his name? Will and not Sonny.
Paul.
Who? Paul, yeah. When they moved in, it has, because I was watching some old episodes a while back that I had missed before, back from like September, October, November, some of those, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they gave it to Eric. They had Eric take over the lease, but I mean, they literally he kept all the ugly furniture. And I was just like, oh, it annoys the crap out of me. You're so right, Jen.
It's like, ugh.
Yeah. Yeah, so that story can go away. Like, it's still hanging on.
Yeah.
Just getting tired of it.
Once again, Eric, Greg Vaughn, who's an amazing actor and everything, again, he's the one that gets screwed over in all this. I don't understand it. I just don't. He's such a great actor. And, I mean, if anybody should be running around shirtless, it should be him. Why is he always the one that ends up being the good guy that, like, I don't know. It just annoys the crap out of me. So.
Yep, pretty
much.
Yeah.
You may want to hang up on me. But anyway, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, and the other case. So we'll go on to the other storyline that you don't like, is the Haley and Tripp. They want to get married, so they went to the ice lady. I don't know if she bought it, but right away she said she didn't buy it. Well, who would? I didn't buy it, but anyway, I guess But did she give her approval? I guess they're still waiting. She more or less gave them the approval to get married, right? I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I was kind of sleeping through that part. But but in the meantime, Eve and Jack want to blow this out of the water because they have a tape of Tripp being with Claire, when he was supposed to be madly in love with Haley. So they were going to expose all this at this big gathering and meeting in the thing. So they go to play this thing, and somehow it got erased. So I don't know who erased it or if Jack did. I don't know how it got erased, but their plans were foiled. So I don't know what happened. So Claire's pissed off. So in the meantime, since that didn't work, Eve announces, of course, Jennifer's there. Eve announces that they're engaged, that her and Jack are engaged, and they're going to get married. So that was the big. And there was some good. Jen, did you like the scenes between Jack and Abe? I know you're not Jack but those were good. I mean, Abe really told him off, which I thought.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Who won the election?
Huh?
Oh, well, they didn't have the election
Who won
yet.
the election?
Not yet.
I thought you just said that. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
But Abe took him apart, up, down, sideways, right, and left.
Ripped him a new one. Yeah.
Abe mad.
Yeah, about telling him, the Jack that he knew and all that, and it's like, oh yeah.
And all the skeletons in his closet.
Oh yeah, he brought up all that. Yeah, he did. Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's so dumb too that they would try to sabotage Tripp because he is technically his nephew or something, right? I mean, or somehow related.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but how he's hurting his son and using his son and his nephew to get ahead by hurting them and hurting an innocent girl that's here and is not hurting anybody and making her out to be a criminal, which she isn't. And he's saying about
I hate the whole
they're all
thing.
alike. No, they're not. They're all not alike. Yeah. So it was very good. He told it like it was. And then there were some good scenes with Sheila. They kind of and they almost kissed. Did you see that, Jen?
Yeah. Yep.
Abe and Sheila. Yeah.
I know she's got a new gig. She's not leaving, is she?
I heard she was.
Oh.
I heard she was. Yeah.
I heard that too somewhere.
Yeah, I did hear that. But she was she was saying that to Abe, you got to go after him and got to go after Jack and bring out that he's a
Yep. You got to go lower than low.
Yeah. Oh, she says, remember when they go low and Abe says, we go higher. She goes, no, you just go lower. I thought that was funny. And she says, well, maybe we could find out where he's been, like, maybe with all these women and all. Maybe he was with a hooker, or maybe even the Russians were in on it. I'm there. Oh gosh, I was laughing. It was funny. But anyway,
but actually, he is with a hooker, an ex-one.
Yeah, he is truly. Yeah. So they were trying to. She wanted to dig up dirt on Jack.
Have Eve and he consummated their relationship? Okay, I didn't think so. Okay.
No. Mm-mm.
Okay.
They've been kissing and love, all that stuff. Yeah.
So like at some point he must be going to have a realization or a breakthrough, right? I mean,
we're just waiting for it. It's that long thing.
Yeah.
Yes, till he gets his memory back. And I saw spoilers for in the coming weeks. Where do you remember how Jack came in his fireman outfit and rescued Jen at the wedding? So somehow she's going to dress up as a fireman and come and get him when he's ready to marry Eve. I saw the I
hated that episode.
So I don't know. Yeah, but I hear they do get married though. Yeah, I heard they do get married though. So I don't know. So, but you think and
Jack,
yeah, I heard that they end up getting married, but I don't know. But that whole thing with Eve and Jack, and I don't like Eve and Jack together at all. I don't like them at all together. So no. So and then Tripp and Haley, although they're pretending, that they're starting to have feelings for each other.
Yeah.
You can see
Claire's
that.
probably going to try to
and kind of
JJ.
Claire needs to
go.
And
then Claire has. I'll tell you what, that Rose Keegan, Olivia Keegan, she's doing a good job as
playing
the nasty,
villain,
like bitchy girl. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Has anyone figured out yet that she tried to burn that place down with what's her name in it?
Well, JJ almost has it figured out.
Yeah, well, but he still thinks he does not think it's Claire. He found the lighter. Yes, he found the lighter, and he's questioning Claire. Why do you have this lighter? Where did you get this lighter? And she said, she said she was smoking. But he says, well, this is almost the same exact lighter that was found at the cabin. And he says, maybe it's Ben's. So now he's going to take the lighter to the police.
Oh boy!
And so he says, but everybody. Claire says, well, maybe it is Ben's. So she's trying to, point out that she said, well, she found it in the apartment, and she started smoking.
Oh.
So, and then Tripp says, they're so stupid, Tripp and JJ and everybody. Get a clue. It's Claire. Oh, it couldn't be Claire. Claire would never do that.
Yeah.
But everybody's touched. Jen, did you notice this? Everybody's touched that lighter.
Yep.
And he brings it to the police station in a sealed plastic bag and says, here's evidence, and gives it to Eli.
Yeah.
After everybody has touched that lighter, I'm there, what did he do? I mean, that was so stupid.
Yep.
Stupid.
Oh, my God.
Why did he do that? He says, Eli, and he was explaining to Eli about that. So now we still don't know. Claire has not been exposed for that. So, and now we're going to go back to Ben, and then we're probably going to get Hope all in there, all back again with Ben, and Ben's going to be accused. And then we have Ben and Ciera. And they're so cute together. I just love them.
Is that good?
Oh, they're just so good together.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like Bo and Hope Part 2, but basically what it is. Yeah. So he wants to try to go after these guys that shot him. He got shot in the hand, and because Stefan wants to send them somewhere to look at for these guys, and of course Ciera doesn't want him to go. But then I think Stefan eventually called it off or something, so he's staying or something. Oh, and he's living now in the carekeepers. He has a little cottage thing now
or something.
Yeah. So I wondered, was that like the old cabin, the Horton cabin setting, or no? Or I don't know what that was. What they're using for his. This is Ben's place now on the DeMira Mansion.
On site, but I had never seen the set for it. I don't think.
Yeah, well, he has his now. They showed him in his place now. So Ben has his own place now in the DeMira, off the DeMira Mansion.
Yeah, so now he has a bed.
Those two will be together soon. They have. I hope they kind of like Bo and Hope. Back in the day when Bo and Hope, they didn't sleep together right away. They had a long porch,
Right.
before they finally
just gave Doug a heart attack when they did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so far, Ben and Ciera haven't jumped in. You know what I mean? They're taking it slow a little bit.
Guys, was that down in the basement or something, Hope and Bo? Because I remember Peebo Bryson song playing, and it seems like they finally did it, but it was downstairs, in some.
I think it was in Steve's apartment.
Steve's apartment. Remember, you come in from the top. You came in from the top and walked down the steps. I remember that apart.
Yeah.
It's like
he lived at
the entrance was up top.
Okay. I knew it was. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't believe I remember that from
So maybe they'll give Hope. No, I don't know. Oh. So we can move right on to Hope. Hope and Rafe went off and Rafe. Yeah, Jordan told Rafe that she had a baby. Okay? She had a baby. And she left it with friends in California. Would he go get it? So of course he goes, he brings this baby back. I was hoping would stay in California. But he came back. He came back with the baby.
I have to root for Rafe sometimes.
So we have Eli and Loni watching the baby, and guess what? The baby's name is David. Go figure. I don't know where they're going with this. I said, please don't say that was Loni and their baby, because that baby died. She held that baby. That baby was dead, so don't, so I don't. But maybe they will adopt it. You know what I mean? Because Jordan can't take care of it. So maybe they're leading that up to maybe having them bond over the baby. I don't know. They're going that way. But anyway. So in this on Friday, Rafe.
Baby? Is it?
No, it couldn't be because the baby's only 6 months old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was older. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, this is after. You know what I mean? They weren't together.
Yeah.
This is just the new. Okay. Yeah, she just had this baby within 6 months or something. At least she says anyway. Yeah. Nobody knows who the father is. So that's the whole thing. Wonder who the father is.
Okay.
So Rafe comes back with a baby, and he was supposed to go out with Hope to celebrate their wedding anniversary, but he insisted that he had to go tell Jordan that he got the baby. So Hope had to cancel.
Once
again. So she's pissed. So she goes to Doug's place and is sitting there having a drink, and guess who walks in? Ted.
Of course.
And he swoops right in. Glance like, boy, he gave her, that kiss was pretty good there, old Ted.
I want Hope and Ted.
I know, and then Hope kissed him back. So, yeah. So here we go. So, yeah. Go Hope. So, I don't know. I think Ted's working for somebody. I don't know. And I hear Kristen's coming back, so I don't know. Wonder if he's in cahoots with her. I don't know, though, but anyway. So that's what's going on with I'm thinking Rope is going to soon be over. So finally, hopefully. How many years has that been? like years and years. It's been a long time since they've been trying to get those two together, and it's just not working.
I still think the hottest he ever was with Kate, but I'm biased. I thought she brought a lot out in him. Otherwise,
but there were hotter guys with Kate.
Huh?
There were hotter guys with Kate.
There was hotter guys with Kate. Oh, yeah, there was hotter guys with Kate,
Yeah, true. But I don't know. I just was saying that they had chemistry. They really did. But, you know, I've never seen it with Hope and him.
Hope and Rafe? No. Yeah. That's Kate. She's good with anybody that she's with, really.
True.
Basically, I think. Yeah. She
finds a way. She just clicks, you know, she has that type of energy where, you know, and I think she brings the best out in the actor that she's with, you know, too, I think. That's my biased opinion. But I don't know. I mean, I liked her with
Roman.
Yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't want her with Roman now, but I liked her. I like it. I like seeing Cayman scenes, but I wouldn't want her relegated to, you know,
no, we'd never see her.
She's already at once a month right now.
Yeah. Before they,
that's all right.
A Demira just needs.
She needs a Demira to come back into the picture to, you know, sweep her off her feet again, right?
Before
she needs a Demira to come back and off her feet.
Yeah. Before they trashed Diana, I thought she'd be good with Roman, but they had to go and trash her to pimp John and Morena.
Is she still on? Is she still in the picture?
They sent her off to psych ward.
To Looney Bin, and Leo's gone.
A lot has happened.
Leo left.
Oh, I thought you meant Leo earlier.
I'm sad to see Leo go.
I like Leo.
He was fun.
Yeah, he's going back to Wyandotte.
Yeah, I saw that. He's going back to Wyandotte. Yeah, he was. He finally was, and he kind of made you feel sorry for him then.
Yeah.
The way his mother treated him, and he did. He did. And I thought Judith Chapman did a great job as Diane.
Yes.
Crazy John.
Okay, good.
Yeah, he's not John's. No.
Okay, good. I never thought he was, but I just want to make sure.
Yeah, because she switched. We haven't seen John and Marlena for quite a while, if I'm not mistaken, in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I'm wondering, though, if he could be Ted's.
But Diana knows Ted and ran into his, remember she made the comment, she ran into his wife, who is supposed to be dead.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking we're going to be seeing Ted's wife, whoever that may be.
Doesn't that sound...
And some people are speculating it could be, maybe it's Kristen. I don't know. But, or a whole new character maybe. Or come back as Ted's wife.
Huh.
So. I don't know. They do weird things on days.
Or maybe it's Robin Strauss's character.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know. So, no, I think it's out there that she's Vivian. It's out there. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that. I don't know.
Yeah. And Xander's coming back. Can't wait to see Xander.
Yeah.
I still say Sarah's going to be pregnant with. That's out there. I don't know if it's a spoiler or a rumor.
That would be
that
awesome.
She's supposed to have pregnant with. I know that would be good.
That would be
Victor called it.
Victor, yeah.
Oh, did he say something about it?
Yeah, what'd you get, preggers?
Oh dear.
Oh, he had some good lines. I don't know why I don't. I need to jot them down if he says them, but I don't.
Sounds like it's not a total loss, but there are big gaps there where I'm just not interested. But I'll definitely.
No, it has its moments. You know, it has its moments, but like the two main, like the storylines with JJ, and then then we have Chloe and Stefan. You know, Stefan's still trying to get with Chloe, and then we have Brady trying to make a deal with Gabi. He wants Gabi to seduce Stefan to get
marry Stefan.
You know what I mean? to get to marry Stefan, so then she can get she can get all the goods on Stefan and to take him down. He's telling her the way to take him down is to get close to him, marry him, and then take him for everything.
Oh my gosh! Because of course he wants Chloe freed up.
And he wants Chloe. Right? He wants Chloe away from Stefan.
Then you had Sonny basically telling Gabi, "What the heck is wrong with you?"
Yeah.
Oh.
Although Gabi really wants Stefan, I think, and I think Stefan wants Gabi too.
Yeah.
If he can't have Gabi with a Y, he can have Gabi with an I. But yeah, he wants them both.
Yeah.
So, but how are you liking the new Stefan?
I like the old one better.
Brandon Barash. Like the old one better, yeah. But this guy's not doing a bad job. But yeah. He's a little too smiley. He smiles a lot more than Pilot Christopher does.
Yeah.
You know
I think my problem is I really hated him on General Hospital. I hated the character.
I did.
Yeah. Different character.
Yeah, and it's like rubbing off on this character.
What was he, Johnny? What was his name?
Johnny Zakar.
Nice looking guy.
Yeah.
Johnny Zakar.
Yeah. I hated the whole mob thing. It was like, as I really liked Nicholas on General Hospital, so I liked the aspects of Nicholas that he brought to Stefan,
Yeah.
When Tyler was on.
I felt like they made Stefan a little more vulnerable. I started to kind of like him a little bit more, but are there any rumors that Tyler Christopher is going to come back?
I have no clue.
Because he knows. Huh? Oh,
I haven't heard that. But you never know. Everybody always comes back. That's the thing with days. You never know who's going to pop in after so long.
Yeah.
I mean, they
even if
come
they're
back,
dead.
no matter how they left. Yeah, even if they're dead. Even if there was problems, even if they leave and because of personal problems or whatever, they usually end up coming back.
Yeah.
One way or the other. Yeah. So, no. Anything else? I'm trying to think. My notes. Is that all the storylines, Jen?
Kayla had a couple of scenes. She basically told Jack off too. Oh yeah,
everybody and Jennifer was basically everybody's been telling Jack off.
Yeah.
Everything. So
I don't know. Just as dumb as ever.
Yeah. I guess one of these days something's gonna trigger it, I guess. I don't know what it'll be, but
somebody needs to smack him and say, "Snap out of it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would work.
Yeah.
Well, doesn't Xander have the notebook that has the recipe for the? Okay, so if he's coming back, maybe he'll be using that somehow as leverage, or somehow it'll get into the right hands.
Because Jen was trying to get it. She was trying to get it for Jack.
Because Eve had it, and Xander took it from Eve. So I just remembered that. So,
And of course, we have Nicole coming. She'll be coming back. Yeah, so everybody's alive. Vivian, if she's coming back. So everybody that was in that little room,
And Kristen.
Told the initials. Yeah.
So what about Kate? Why don't we let Kate?
What about Kate? I don't know. I'm telling you who she needs to come back.
Coming back all the way. Well, I agree.
See, she needs
Ciera in her life.
If Andre can't come back, they need to have Tony come back. I think she'd fall for Tony.
But I want Tony and Anna.
It would work.
Yeah, but what about Tony and Anna?
I don't know. Yeah, Anna would come back too.
She needs to shake. They need to shake something up for her because Kate's way too multidimensional of a character.
Here's what I'd like to see. I'd like to see Tony, Andre, and Anna come back, and you can have Kate and Andre and Tony and Anna.
Oh,
that would be great.
Yeah. I like
and
that.
you can have a Roman and a Tony triangle.
Double date?
Teo would be like he could have two he could have Leanne and Lauren as yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be fun.
Yeah.
So, be a lot of work back to playing two characters. But whatever. So, yeah. That would be fun, I think. Yes. So we did have him back for that little bit there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Thing with the Marlena thing, that was fun.
Mm-hmm. That was fun.
And he was Tony and Andre for a little bit at the same time, not very long.
Yeah.
But
I'm glad they did that in a way, even though it was a little corny, because it did hopefully remind the audience, especially the newer people, that might not remember some of the history.
Tony.
Might make them,
Right.
We shall see.
So maybe they'll have Kate come back to work at Titan. I don't know. That would be interesting.
What's annoying me too is they never go to the
Philip
office.
come back.
There for a while, everybody had offices and they did stuff at the office.
They don't
and now
work.
they're all doing
Nobody
it
works.
living. They're all in their. Well, they're working, but they're doing it in their living rooms. I mean, how many times has Gabi have to break
now in this you can work at home now. On your phone and the computers.
That's true, but I mean, remember how Gabi had that workshop there for her designs and all that stuff?
Yeah, her ugly designs.
I'm sorry, did I say that out loud? No. Anyway, I mean, I fully support Gabi, believe me, but it's questionable as far as her actual products. But it's like, everybody kind of had offices for a while, and now it's like poof. The last several months, everybody's just doing it. She's just barging through the stellar security to get into the mansion every time to bring him a letter or to do something or make him sign something or whatever. And I'm like, there are couriers for things like that, but I do kind of like the heat. I like the heat between. Because she hates him so much, and he hates her. So it's kind of like, what's the dynamic like with Gabi and the new Stefan?
Pretty good. I don't know. I just like Gabi. She's really good. She has that passion and hot and fiery. Yeah. I mean, I was thinking Kate were back together because at least they kind of have a little, not the same chemistry as Cammie, but when they were in that storyline together with, I can picture Nick, when the Sammy and Kate and Gabi were trying to toss him in the river and all that. I loved it. Loved all that. And so it would be nice. I mean, even though it was kind of dark, what Gabi was descending into, and Kate was kind of getting pulled along with her, and I didn't really like that aspect of it. But it would be kind of cool to see them working together somehow to overthrow the boys or something. I don't know, just do something because I like the way they work together.
That's a character who needs to come back, Nick.
Oh God!
Oh, he might not be dead either.
I loved him. Oh,
nobody's dead.
Oh dear. That was finally shut Julie up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh gosh. Yeah, that was Get her off Gabi's back. she has still not yet let that go. Yeah, we didn't see Doug and Julie at all lately.
Yeah. But that is one realistic thing about days. No matter what the family member did, if someone killed a family member, there's no instant forgiveness.
No.
Right. That's good. You're right. That is realistic, for sure. But anyway. Well, sorry to be such a negative Nelly, but there are some little pearls in here I can see. I'll be looking for those, the Victor and the Kate stuff and the some of the Gabi stuff.
With summer coming up, I don't know. They always remember how they used to do the teen scene in summer.
Yeah, but
I don't
they
know
don't
if
have
they're
any
doing that or not.
They
don't really have any teens. Yeah, I don't know what they'll do this summer.
They've really been doing that too much for the last several years. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
I think after the
they tape so far ahead. They're doing Halloween now. Like,
oh my God,
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, like they're almost 7 months ahead. It's ridiculous.
It always scares me because to me it seems like what if they canceled days? They'd still have like 7 months they could play, or whatever before they. I don't know. I don't like that. Plus, it just doesn't give them a general hospital and getting the restless tape a month ahead.
Yeah.
Like they can adapt the stories. We've been saying this for years, but it's so frustrating. I mean, I've always said, well, if it keeps days on the air, if that's how they have to do it budget-wise, but I mean, at some point, I mean, it's gone from 3 to 4 to 5 to 6. It's like 7 months ahead. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Yep. And like nobody's dressed for the season.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It has to be confusing for the actors too. I mean, especially when they do events. When they do fan events, it has to be, and there's a chance for things to get out because their mindset is what they're doing now, not what the people are seeing. You know, we're seeing what they did 6 and 7 months ago, and they have no memory. They don't remember that. They forget God, that was so long ago. So yeah, this kind of it's hard for them too, I'm sure. So yeah.
Oh well.
We'll see. I don't know. I didn't hear any other day's news or anything other than who's coming back. I guess.
Nope.
Who's leaving? We know mostly who's and that's another thing. We know way ahead of time who's going to be leaving. Yeah. So you can't get. That's another thing. You can't get invested in couples.
Nope.
Like we know Chloe's leaving, but maybe we'd like to see Chloe and Stefan get together. But we know it's not going to happen because she's going to be leaving.
Yeah.
I guess it's going to be soon.
Right.
Yeah.
I heard a rumor he's staying though.
Who?
See, I heard a rumor that I heard he was gone.
Yeah. But I heard they talked him into staying.
Oh, okay.
Who? Which one?
Stefan.
Oh.
I heard he was gone.
I thought he was gone like 3 months ago. Wasn't that around the end of the year that we heard that? Oh.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, Kate just needs to move back into the dimension then.
Yep.
She needs to get out of that
she needs to
hotel
get back
room
in the dimension.
Salem and get into that dimension. Well, of course, she's now talking Titan, but if it's going to be empty,
she's not in Titan.
She might as well move
in.
Well, I'll try to look for the positive when I go to catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think that's about all then.
Okay.
I don't know.
I think so.
All right.
Nothing stands up.
Okie-dokie.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Have a good rest of the weekend.
Maybe we'll have better luck. Maybe it'll get better this week, but I don't know.
I hope so.
Maybe once that's some of those stupid storylines, and he, I don't know what he has in mind, but we'll see. See what happens.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks again.
Take care.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye.